Credit and trust are similar. It takes a while to construct, yet it may be destroyed in a minute. When it comes to personal finance, your credit score is undoubtedly one of the most crucial factors. But it's also one of the most misunderstood concepts because it's one of the few subjects that isn't actually covered in school. You were merely dropped into the wild and left to fend for yourself. Some people are passionately favor over it, while others are staunchly opposed. Thus, in this video, I'll teach you on how to improve your credit score fast. You may learn about investing and how to make the best financial decisions for your life on Investor Facts. Make sure you click the subscription button and enable the notification bell if you haven't already. Share, like, and comment. In my opinion, the benefits of using a credit card cannot be emphasized enough. One of the finest strategies to get a solid credit history is for those who are just starting out in life. It's simpler to pay off your credit cards, which raises your credit score and increases your ability to handle future debt. Here are the tips on how to improve your credit score fast. Keep on watching. Reviewing your credit reports is the first step, and it's also the quickest and simplest approach to raise your credit score. Knowing what can be acting for or against you when you start improving your credit is helpful. Monitoring your credit history can help you with that. Get copies of your credit report from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, the three main national credit bureaus. Analyze each data again to determine what is improving or detracting you from your score. A record of on-time payments, low credit card balances, a variety of credit card and loan accounts, older credit accounts, and few credit inquiries are all factors that raise your credit score. Major factors that hurt a credit score includes missed or delayed payments, excessive credit card balances, collections, and verdicts. Let's proceed on the following piece of advice for quickly raising your credit score. Have a grip on paying your bills. You can see that your credit score is almost influenced by your payment history. With this in mind, it's preferable that paid-off debt, like your previous school loans, stay on your record. It goes to your advantage if you make one-time responsible debt payments. Therefore, making on-time payments is an easy way to improve your credit score. Secondly, try to keep your credit usage to 30% or less. The percentage of your credit limit that you are now using is referred to as your credit usage. It ranks as the second most significant component in determining a FICO score, behind payment history. A decent rule of thumb is to maintain your overall remaining balance at 30% or less of your overall credit limit if you can't always achieve that. Now, the next step is to focus on reducing that to 10% or less, which is recommended for improving your credit score. Requesting a credit limit extension is another approach to lowering your credit utilization percentage. The majority of credit card issuers let you submit an online request for a credit limit increase. Everything you'll need to do is to update your yearly household income. In much less than a second, you might get your increased limit confirmed. Now, you can restrict your queries for new credit as well as hard inquiries associated with them. There are two categories of credit history queries, commonly referred as hard and soft inquiries. A typical soft inquiry may be something like you reviewing your own credit and allowing a possible employer to do so. Financial organizations you already do business with reviewing your credit, or credit card companies looking into your file to see if they want to give you a pre-approved credit deals. Your credit score will not be impacted by soft queries. Hard inquiries, though, may have a negative impact on your credit score for up to 2 years. A few tough questions here and there probably won't make much of a difference. However, a large number of them in a short amount of time will harm your credit rating. Banks could interpret your demand for money as a sign that you are having financial problems and pose a greater risk as a result. The next piece of advice is to make the most of a thin credit file. You don't have enough credit history on your report to calculate a credit score if you have a thin credit file. This issue affects 62 million Americans according to estimates. This relatively new initiative gathers financial information, such as your banking history and utility payment history, that's not typically included in your credit reports and uses it to determine your Experian FICO score. It's indeed free to utilize and intended for those with poor or no credit who have a track record of promptly paying their other debts. You can receive from a number of services for on-time rent payments if you pay your rent on a monthly basis. For instance, RentTrack and Rental Karma will submit a record of your rent payments to the credit agencies on your side, which may raise your rating. The FICO score is unaffected by reporting rent payments. Only your VantageScore credit scores may be affected. Afterwards, you can handle missed payments and keep older accounts open. Your credit score's age of credit component analyzes how long you've had your credit accounts open. Closing credit cards while you have a balance on other cards would decrease your available credit and raise your credit usage ratio, even if the credit records for those accounts would stay on your credit report. That might decrease your score by a few points. Then, take steps to address any outstanding debts, charge-offs, or collection accounts you may have. The late payments won't be removed, although doing so might improve your payment history moving forward. Choose if it makes sense to fully pay off those accounts completely or to offer the creditor compensation if you have charge-off or collection accounts. Paid collection accounts are given less of a bad credit score penalty by more recent FICO and VantageScore scoring systems. Consequently, you might want to think about debt consolidation. It can be advantageous for you to obtain a debt consolidation loan from a bank or credit union and use it to pay all of your outstanding bills if you have a number of them. If you manage to acquire a loan with a reduced interest rate, you'll be able to repay your debt more quickly because you'll only have one payment to worry about. This could raise your credit score and lower your credit usage percentage. Consolidating numerous credit card accounts by paying them off with a balance transfer credit card is a similar strategy. During an introductory period, these cards frequently charge 0% interest on your balance. However, watch out for balance transfer fees, which can run you anywhere from 3% to 5% of your transfer value. Perhaps the last piece of advice is to use credit monitoring to monitor your success. Credit monitoring programs make it simple to track the evolution of your credit score. These services, many of which are free, keep an eye out for modification to your credit record, including a paid-off account or a newly opened account. Additionally, they often allow you to access to at least one of your monthly updated credit scores from Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. Most of the top credit monitoring systems can also aid in the prevention of identity theft and fraudulent activity. For instance, you can email the credit card provider to address possible fraud if you receive a notification that a new credit card account that you don't recall creating has indeed been reported to your credit file. So, my question to you guys, what was your credit score like? And what is really preventing it from improving? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire clip. If you like it, kindly let us know by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Also, don't forget to enable the notification bell so you can be the first to know when we post a new video. In the following video, I'll see you. Goodbye.